Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Let that money talk. You bout that bad, let that money talk. Now if you focus bout that bad, let that money talk. You on your hustle and your grind, let that money talk. You bout your vision and your goals, let that money talk. You out here getting it all the time, let that money talk.
Chris.
When whoa, whoa, we playing the good stuff. Hell yeah, I love it. Yeah,
All right, let me
yeah.
stop when they cut me off.
No. You always gotta play a snippet of it. Yeah, you can't just be playing the good stuff and then they gonna be like, yep, take her stuff down.
All right.
Hold on, we was jamming though.
Yeah,
Hold on.
wasn't we, Cass? What's going on with it?
What's
What's the
the
deal?
deal,
What's the
y'all?
deal?
Well, I am excited. This is gonna be a good topic, y'all. Welcome to G.Talk. If you don't know, now you know. We in the motherfucking new year and we turn it up. Yes, Lord.
Yeah, but this year starting off wild as hell already. I'm just gonna put it out there right there. Cass, you good out there?
You good?
Hey man,
Yeah.
I'm good. The air quality a little bad, but man, it's a lot of people having it way worse than I'm having it right
Oh
now,
God,
bro. You
like
feel me?
yeah, I'm
And
just glad you safe.
I'm
keep
glad
your
you
prayers
safe.
up for the people that need it, man.
Oh yeah,
I
always.
love how it's a lot of resources, like people coming together. I really do love
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
hell yeah.
You got to have the resources because there's been a lot going on as far as like they taking away the fire insurance. They had no water in the fire hydrants
Yeah,
for some odd reason.
that's crazy.
It's a lot
Don't
going on, but
get me started with that because I just don't understand why out of every year California has fires. Why has there not been a solution yet? They should be gathering water all year round so when this fucking time come, they got a whole bunch of water to,
but
Hey,
out.
it's
someone
politics
said,
and money
I
behind
was
it.
"Hey,
just
come
gonna
on
say that though.
now, Cash.
Y'all know it's
Gavin
a
Newsom
family.
did
It's a
something with the
billionaire
water. He
family
did
that
pass the
owns like
bill. Something
80% of the
happened with the
water out
water.
here.
Also, that's what happened. Governor
I was gonna
Newsom did something
say
with the water.
they started the fire. I said it.
Probably.
You never know.
hmm But it's G-Talk time.
I mean, that
So,
was good though. That was a good little start. You feel me? We
yeah.
had to, because that's real life. It's happening right now, and that really is crazy. So, we praying for our Cali family.
Yeah,
So,
please pray for the SoCal folk,
yes,
my people.
yes.
Yeah,
I have family up there, so
yeah. I
what God
reached
is
out to
good.
my people.
Yeah,
Everybody's safe. I'm glad that my people are
right.
safe. So, but yeah, just pray for the Palisade folk, and all the other fires that's going on out there.
Yeah, and the firefighters
Oh
and the
yeah,
families that's going through it, and everybody the mental trauma. But yes, definitely.
yeah. But
Cass.
Chevin,
Here we go.
what's the topic again? Just remind the folk one more time.
All
What's
right,
the
y'all.
topic?
So the topic is at hand, okay, is about interracial couples. And it was a little iffy just because, it's a lot of controversy on that topic about interracial couples. So,
Boy,
yes, I came up, not came up, because, you guys hear this a lot, right? We hear this debate a lot, especially when it comes to the black man and the black woman. It's a lot of opinion about it, right? And how I feel either way, whatever way people go, whichever side they want or whoever they want,
Yeah.
just don't down the other person. Don't talk down upon black women
Hey.
like, we just don't have shit to offer when it's like, come on, bro. We've been through the same shit. Don't make it seem like the white woman, quote unquote, is just better because she was able to have the resources to pull you through. My nigga, we was in the same boat, so we gotta struggle together. In the sense that our journey is a little different versus as it would be with another person who had these resources. But that don't mean you gotta down talk me,
Yeah.
or or black women in general. But granted, I guess Chris was saying black women do this to black men.
Uh, yeah, they pretty much. I'm not saying like to bash any black women because I love my black
Of
women,
course, no, we talking real low,
No,
but
real
love
realistic.
y'all
but
for
Yeah,
sure.
but realistically, like will downplay a black man, especially when it comes to finances, property, anything that has to do with
I'm gonna tap on that brick.
a, ma- a materialistic matter, because
Definitely.
because we as black men, we're supposed to be the providers, protectors, all this good stuff, and if we fall short on any of those matters, we do get talked about bad, and then you know it's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? I do my best, and it's like you keep degrading me. And I guess in that matter, that's why, they say, oh, if I go with a white woman, I ain't gonna be dealing with all that. Because I'm gonna do my best and they'll be appreciative of it, I guess. I don't know, because I've never been with a white woman before. So I'm just saying.
That's the
I yeah.
that's
Go
the
ahead, Kat.
stigma behind it. You feel me? That's what you hear a lot of. You feel me? Is the down talk. But all that shit stems from personal trauma.
Mm,
You
Yep.
being such a strong influence of their life that it shapes their opinion of their future. Like
yeah.
some people go through bad shit with a man, and they put those doubts on the next person.
Yeah.
And it could be that they saw their daddy struggle growing up, but
Mm-hmm.
to find savior in, somebody else, regardless of their race, religion, or whatever, it doesn't really make sense. You feel me? To your opinion of somebody is, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that for me monetarily, then I can't fuck with you. Money shouldn't be part of the equation of love.
Right.
Unfortunately, it's part of the equation of a partnership as far as
Mm-hmm.
survival goes. And that gets bought into the love side because you got to survive with your partner. You
Facts.
Right. Right.
but we came from a fucked up system,
Right.
low key. A lot of us don't have
Oh,
financial literacy to even know how to buy a house and start a business and do those things. Financial literacy in our community is damn near a new thing.
yeah, that's true. And I'm gonna add to that because there was a video that I saw that the homie posted, I think earlier today. It was this guy asking first two white women, asking them like, okay, if a guy doesn't have any money, would you still would you still mess with him? And they said yes. Then it cuts to the black women. There was a lot of them that said fuck no, because like one even said like, if you ain't got no money, how you supposed to make me happy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I I mean,
Go ahead, sis.
I feel like I don't know why Dub is unable to join. I've been trying to join him for the last couple
You can't
seconds.
make
But
it.
just speaking about that because I do understand it. Definitely just this I'm trying to just
Oh, there you go.
speaking on
There you go.
there you go.
Oh,
Oh,
what's the deal? What's the
What's
deal?
What's
up
the
with it?
deal? But
damn,
yeah,
this shit didn't want to let a nigga up.
um it's definitely just speaking on what Kat said. It has a lot to do with healing, right? Because we don't know better. Sometimes some women just don't know better, just like some men don't know better. Like in that aspect of too, because it's like just wanting to better yourself, right? Just wanting to
Right.
be around better or do better because sometimes we could be in those situations where it's a repeating cycle and people just don't change. People, unfortunately, just being real, the black community is known for that. Some niggas is people, men are known for that. Like they don't get their shit together until they, or miss out on the right one, and that could be any race, but I'm just speaking about us, like, so All in all, it's definitely bad, but I think it's just a miscommunication somewhere. Like, you know, we're not supporting each other enough on that end because it's just like, just because you didn't have, that don't mean I don't want, I
You're
don't want
not
to be with
valued.
you. Yeah, you're not valued, but I
Right.
don't want, I want better. I want to be better. I want to learn, or, in that aspect, quote unquote. That's why some people just elevate and go out of their race. I feel like, but I feel like there's two different kind of guys, because I feel like there's some guys that I've come across that are black that just really hate black women. And I'm just like, bro, you came from a black woman. Like, I don't get that. But
Yeah, them niggas hate their mama too.
yeah, I don't.
You know, these niggas that just got a strong ass hate for black women, they
Oh
weirdos.
Yeah,
God.
that's
Oh God.
It's like I can understand disliking shit, but you just hate black women because you weird.
yeah.
They're the most beautiful women in the world, and you hate them. That's crazy.
Nubian
That's
goddess.
that's crazy to me that happens. But I don't know.
I mean,
I mean, but
honestly, Pac already spoke on that shit back in his day.
Oh, facts.
Remember when he said we're gonna have a generation of men that hate the ladies? All that shit.
Mhm.
mm,
Mm,
I mean, it's time for a lot of niggas to step up, though. You feel me?
oh, facts.
It's just, and it's not even like it's not happening. It's happening. It's just not commercialized. It's not known. Like that niggas take care of their business and they take care of their women, bro. Because that's not the shit that's put in the radio and put on
But
TV. It's
niggas and women is at fault for that though,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's true.
because at the same amount of niggas who's trying to do that, there's the same amount, probably a little bit more females who's fighting against that or who's basically putting obstacles in front of him for that because they want to go off of the social media or whatever's popular.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
break a nigga for his pockets, this and that. They devalue them damn selves when they start doing that shit.
More so, um, they fall into the stereotype that black men ain't shit. They don't. They always cheat. They don't. They don't do this. They don't do that. And it's like, no, we do. We are loyal men. But sometimes we can't trust
We
certain
don't set
people.
enough good examples for that shit though.
Oh no,
I
we
gotta,
don't.
I gotta, I
We
Definitely.
gotta
don't.
keep it 200. We don't set enough good examples ourselves for that.
Oh, we
Yeah.
don't. We
But
don't.
also, too, I feel like even so, when you're right, they don't set up enough examples for that, because I just feel like even men sometimes just glorify. They don't take the time to glorify, like, black women. I'm just saying all women should be glorified in general, but I feel like black women shouldn't be at the bottom, or it shouldn't be like this. It should just be like across the border for all of us, because that type of shit. I mean, I feel like we have it the hardest. Like, we have to take different paths to learn certain shit, because certain shit wasn't happening to us. Just like Mexicans, I feel like, our brown brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
they had it hard
Yeah.
too. So it's like it shouldn't be that. But I just feel like black men definitely knowing our struggles, but women too. But I do feel like it's a criteria with all of it, I guess. But I do feel like I've seen older men be like, black woman is this and black woman is that. But it's like, damn, bro, did you try to help the bitch, or did you just over here just
Oh,
just
just
talking,
gonna say
like,
that.
just judging and shit? Did you try getting the book with her? Did
Yeah.
you try reading with her?
Yeah.
Did you try helping her heal? No, you just gave up because you didn't know how to handle that shit. You were fucking with someone who didn't have to go through certain things, and she's healed, or she has a different kind of problem, like, that ain't kind of like our problem.
Right.
So it's like, don't just sit here and badger us like we ain't shit. Like, nigga, I don't know about that. I don't know how to do that. Let me learn that. I gotta learn that way, versus
Yeah.
being around in that environment. So I just feel like it should be better, and that will create more soft spoken women. If we didn't have to fight against the black man too, the community, with this person, we wouldn't be so aggressive. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, it takes people who you're around to keep you soft and in that soft era. But when you step out of it, when you feel like you gotta be in aggressive mode, I can be aggressive, like, don't, like, but that's because my environment of what I had to go through.
Right.
Versus certain people,
Mhm.
they didn't have to worry about what you about to eat, or you gotta go to work, versus you, hey mom, can I get a rent today, or anything, whatever the case is. I just know some people who got it like that, and who can call moms and pops, families, uncles and nieces, a lot of us black women, we can't do that. So like, give us a fucking break, bro. Like, give
You
us a
know,
break.
that's a strong point. 'Cause I was gonna say the same shit. Like not even just us as men, but us as black men, we fuck up. 'Cause we'll jump onto the bandwagon. The angry black woman. Oh, she got an attitude. She yelling this and that.
Hmm.
We don't take that step back to be like, all right, hold on, baby, calm down. Let's get at them, but
Right.
talk to me. What's going on? What's going on?
Because
What's
nobody
happening?
know.
Talk to me. But let's get at them, but talk to me.
Because
Let's figure this out.
nobody's not gonna know the struggle more than your own kind. Like your own race is gonna know that struggle. So
Exactly.
it's like you have to stick together. Like don't argue. Don't try to fight each other. Fight the problem,
Yeah.
whatever that problem could be.
That's where a lot
So
of people will say the that's where the negative points for the interracial relationships come into play at. If you get
mm,
with somebody who don't know your black struggle, not that they
exactly
don't know a struggle, but they don't know your black struggle.
Mm.
right. They'll
Hmm.
never
They
understand
don't.
that.
Just
Understand that, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not, you know, because you be everyone be like, we all struggle, we definitely do. But being black for real, or just in the struggle for real. But who's mainly in the fucking struggle? Niggas and Mexicans. So we can talk about it, and it's different when you roaches or just the community. You can't go to the store at this time. Can't go, like, you know, it's just different mindset. Like, you know,
Right.
so
the struggle plays a big part in the separation. I watched I think it was I forgot who was talking about it, but it was an old video, an old clip where I saw these people was talking about how the black woman gets the short end of the stick. She gets the bullshit at the end of the day, because the black man goes out into the world that we know is ours, but don't ain't shit out here ours. It don't look like ours. You feel me? We don't own this shit that's out here. And then you got the niggas that don't know how to deal with that power, and then they go home to where they feel like, okay, this is my domain, this
Mm,
is mine, and them niggas don't know how to control that power, and they take that end of the day anger out on the woman, bro, like on some real shit,
Uh-huh.
because they come home stressed all day. And in the video, the woman was like, shit, lie to me, fake it with me. You go to work and you put that fake smile on for all the coworkers and your boss, nigga. Come home and fake with me a little bit. You feel me? So it's not
yes.
an excuse, but the struggle plays a big part in the separation.
Mm.
definitely.
Yep. Either he gonna come home and run his shit like Mufasa, come back and run that bitch like Scar.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's a good one. That was a good one right there.
damn.
Either he gonna run
Yeah.
that shit like Mufasa, or he gonna come
Myself,
back and
run
do that shit like
to like
Scar.
Star.
That's hard.
Handle shit or ruin shit.
That is a bar.
That
You
was a
feel me?
bar.
And then the shit that's put on TV, a lot of this shit is stereotypes. You feel me?
That's why.
Because most
Yeah.
black men know when they was at their lowest, the person who held them down was a black woman being calm and being understanding. But when you turn on
Right.
these baddies and they don't got no calm and no understanding and no patience.
Because they,
You feel me?
because
But
they,
at home, your woman is really the opposite. You,
Now
mhm.
that's
you know?
real shit. You can see which generation skipped the big mama.
Oh
Oh
man,
yeah.
you
They have
can tell.
their talks. You feel me?
Man.
It's like you can tell they
It's not
did not grow up the
not
way.
just a grandma, but a big mama. Like
Oh
I'm not
yeah.
talking about your grandma, lady. I'm talking about your big mama.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
Not Martin
Right.
Lawrence
The
big
one
mama, but
that
big
put in
mama.
that work, that installed that wisdom, that showed you how to cook, that showed you, you know.
Man, because
So
mine
that's
was my
Right.
right.
great grandma. When she
What you
passed
doing?
away,
That's
the
right.
family split. That was the breakage. That was
And
the
she
breakage
was
right there.
the rock. She was the rock of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She had
But
that.
it's also, let's get back to the races. That shit is displayed on TV for the other races too, but it's not
Oh
on
yeah.
the scale like entertainment. They go crazy and go on the news. And the niggas got the nerves to say like, women of other races ain't as crazy as black women. And then Tiger Woods is on the news getting chased down the driveway with a golf club.
By a white woman
You
at
feel
that.
me?
Wasn't
So
it that one? Was he a football player or social media nigga that got stabbed up by his white girlfriend?
See?
no, I thought she was Hispanic.
I thought she was white.
I thought she was white. Maybe
Yeah,
that's better.
No, I
it could have.
Man,
Hey, it
you
could have
know
been
half
two
of the
different
damn Snap
situations.
episodes I see. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about. Like, yeah, because she getting exposed left and right, but
Oh, look,
that football player is
speaking of,
sticking with
look,
her.
speaking
Okay, no, no,
of,
no, no. Okay, no, not this new nigga, not the new football
Oh, okay,
nigga. It
okay,
was some
okay,
old shit.
I was about
okay,
to get on that too next.
okay. No, no, put me on there. Put me on.
Look, have y'all
Yeah.
seen the nigga that's dealing with the issues with his girl publicly?
Made that nigga delete his whole social
Look,
That's what I was
media.
just talking
this dude,
about.
I think he just signed a deal with a football team,
Who?
right?
Cause,
He a football player. He's about to
Oh,
be a
okay.
professional football player, I
yeah, because
think.
like, didn't he
I,
just get the Heisman?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something.
yeah. He
that's
just won
exactly
the
what I was talking
Heisman.
about.
But
That's exactly what I was just talking
he
about,
be
bro.
having this girl with him at the press conferences and
Oh
events
yeah,
and shit. He be out with attitude. She done got exposed for sending niggas messages and fucking with niggas in the past and all that shit. You know,
bro.
like how y'all
There,
that
there was one
All
song
right,
I could
but
not
okay, look, but
believe.
my thing with that is, if it was in the past before she was with that nigga, all right, you entitled to feel how you feel, but it was before you. You kind of got to let it rock. And as far as when people talking about her demeanor and how she's acting at his press conferences and at these awards, the the, the people on the outside, us on the internet, we're always gonna look at and comment on what we see.
hmm
But
Yeah,
that's on that nigga to be a strong man and have a strong mind. If that's how your girl is, you need
hmm
to not let the internet tell you how she needs to be. If that's how she really, if you know she's shy, she don't do too much, she sit back, but you know that she's there for you, nigga. You need to not let the internet get to your motherfucking head.
That's true.
facts,
Especially when you're under a
facts.
lot of pressure like the shit he going through right now,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
He dealing with change his shit. Shit can change his whole family right now, you know.
Right.
So
So
and then
I
we
can't sit here
all
and
about
say the bitch is foul and X, Y, and Z, even though she was in other videos with niggas.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of not different, but different. Like I could do a music video and probably let loose or be cool or whatever the fuck, but I'll go out and be on an event or whatever. Nigga, I'm in the cut. Cass, you already know me. Nigga,
Exactly.
I'm in the cut. I'm kicking back.
You know, but it's not to judge her for being in the video, because who's to say she wasn't just having fun doing her shit? She a young woman.
mm,
She could have been single at the time, and like you said, it's in.
yeah.
You feel me?
Right. I was
And
gonna say, did they provide like dates or something, or they're just going off of what they found?
and even
Uh,
still, okay, she
it
was in
kind
the
of it
video.
could
How
be
many females
both.
is in the video? Did she get paid? She might be a video girl. How many? There's plenty of females in videos that the nigga ain't never spoke to a day in his life. She's just a video girl. You got paid to be here. You about to
Yeah,
be rubbing on me, doing all this scenes, but there ain't nothing with nothing. You just a video girl.
Yeah,
that's true.
that,
So like
That's a
that
there's
is
perfect.
true.
yeah, it's a whole lot of shit that we don't know, but he gotta not let the internet get to him. He making it true by allowing the internet to his reactions is what's making the internet say all the shit. That's what's making it true.
You
Yeah.
know, and then let me play God's advocate to what's commercialized and what's celebrated. Like if the shoe was on the other foot, a lot of time niggas get celebrated for running game and coming up. You feel me? Like
So,
it could be she could be cold and came up on the sucking nigga, bro.
And I don't blame her if that's the case.
Exactly. I don't blame her. Be
I
out with
don't blame her.
running shit.
Get
'cause
your
there's
chili,
rules to the
baby.
game, and if you fall for it, then that's on you.
Get your chili, baby.
Exactly.
That's that's what it is. Like you got to know game, recognize game, and if he didn't recognize it, then oh well, that's on him.
I
You got
think
to deal with
if
that.
he deleted his social media, it was more so he was a social media ass nigga, and there's a lot of men that are social media, in the club. I hate that. Like ain't nothing gangsta about that. Like,
But
like
sure, the
we
club
off
scene is
top.
dying
Like
anyway, so it
you
don't
can't be
even
on
matter.
your shit like all the time. Just I'm talking about you can do it sometime. There's nothing wrong with doing it because we on social media for artists, whatever. But I'm talking about like just all the time. Like, bro, like I don't know. I just feel like sometimes the situation is not focused. He's not focused right now. And if the bitch been there, why does it even matter? Like,
True.
especially if it was old, then you know what she was
But you
doing.
know what? It could also be hate from other guys that was with her, and they just want to expose like, oh yeah, she was doing this, doing that while she was with me.
Oh yeah, I had her first
Yeah,
type shit.
you feel me?
From
Like on
Ray
some
J.
Ray J shit.
That still make him a weak nigga because that can happen with a regular bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he
you know,
go get
since
his new girl right now, and NW, oh, nigga, I done hit her. I had her. Nigga.
But
He's still a weak nigga for that.
do y'all think he handled it right by just deleting this shit and not really commenting, or he came out and said something?
he could have he could have handled it another way, but like deleting it is just like, you
I
know
feel
what,
like
I'm
he
drawing that on the
should have just
noise.
left it alone. Because didn't he speak on it on a couple streams?
I
He did.
don't even know.
He
That's
did.
see.
Yeah, like
But
he spoke on it a couple times already. Yeah, so at that point, he should have just left it alone. But
That's
at
why
the same
leaving it
time,
alone is a better route to. Whatever, I ain't tripping, nigga. I finna get this money,
right.
bro. This ain't y'all. I'll take care of
But
it.
when the noise is too much, then you know, I guess he just like I gotta like block all the noise by deleting everything. Uh,
now I'm starting to think more on what Kaz is saying might be more the angle because
hmm.
who's getting in this nigga ear personally, like who's
Well,
with
you
this
know,
nigga
Himself.
in person.
I mean, he has a camp. He has like a team, so I'm pretty sure someone is in his ear about something.
It's very early to be cracking under pressure, bro. You're
Yeah.
just now getting into your. What's gonna happen? You get signed to LA and you got to deal with.
And this ain't even
Or this
about his
could
career. This is
be
about his
a
personal life.
stunt.
That's
You know,
Yeah,
this could be a stunt.
Mhm.
because that's the thing. It's not even about his career. It's just his personal life with his girl. Because everybody can see, oh, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. He's that good.
mm-hmm.
But we're not talking about his career. We're talking about his love
Yeah.
life.
But that still affected his career though because them niggas could look at, man, this shit he got going on. He not focused. He not gonna be focused on the
Man,
game.
True.
these leagues look at that shit now too. What you get into when you
Yeah.
publicly, you liable to get suspended and all that shit.
Because
Yes,
Oh
who,
because
God.
you're
because
not
who,
even.
who
Yeah.
was who was that Warrior player that had to step away from the team because he found out his girl was cheating on him?
See,
Forget
I ain't even.
that.
It was a
Forget his
Warriors
name.
player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a
And see,
Warriors player.
that's your personal shit affecting your job.
Was it Clay?
Yeah. So that no, not Clay. Not Clay. It was somebody else.
Draymond?
No, you're close. You're very close. It's not Draymond. Um,
Iguodala?
no, this is way after Iguodala retired.
Oh, okay, so okay,
Shit, I
This was
don't
last
know.
year, I think. This was last season.
damn.
This happened.
Blew me out the water.
So,
Shit,
I'm
I don't
trying to
know.
think his. But anyway, like he had to step away from the team because he found out his girl was cheating on him with his best friend. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You're getting something being exposed publicly as a regular person is big, but as a famous person, that's a different level of exposure. That's the world finding out your.
Yeah, that's the world finding out about your business. But see, that's why you have to know what to put out there so that the whole world don't know your whole business.
Yeah,
But see,
some people.
And you
see,
gotta know
and
how to
that's
switch
the
it up.
bullshit with social media though, because they could easily realize that, oh, okay, yeah, I'm already a celebrity or I'm already famous or whatever the case is.
Mm,
The world is on my ass today, but the world is so flip floppy. They on my ass today, but they could love me tomorrow.
facts. That is a fact right there. So,
Mm.
It,
Okay,
all it
so
takes
even
all it
though
takes with this shit is just a little bit of time.
yep,
it,
They gonna love you again.
yep.
I want to read this fact.
Go ahead,
If I can
son.
find it. I'm trying to find it, but I read a little bit of it. Like the most. Oh, okay. I feel like it's a lot of like not married black and white couples, right?
Right.
Like white and black couples, because I see it, you know. But it says the percentage of that on Google is 11%.
Of non-married interracial couples,
No, of married interracial couples that are black and white.
that is 11%. That's kind of
That,
low.
that's very low for it to be such a big controversy.
Yeah, that's really low numbers.
Yeah, yeah, like 11%, and it's
It's-
only what? That's weird.
you don't see a lot of black and white marriages. You see a whole lot of, yeah, we together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's and that And that's the fucking problem. No, for real. Because that, you just, you dug right in there. Because that's the problem. Because sometimes niggas don't want to get married. And it has a lot to do with the paper and money and all this stuff, which fucking sucks
Okay.
because it's like,
I'm glad you brought up that paper. Let's touch on that paper. Let's touch on it. So what's the big deal on?
you can't ask a woman that because that's a woman's dream to get married. That's what
No,
we
no, no,
grew
no, no.
up
I'm
on.
not saying
That's
nothing about not getting
okay.
married, but
Okay.
why do we gotta get the government involved? Why can't we just get married if that's the case then?
Well, then why don't you do it? Because we don't see a lot of non-marriages. We don't know y'all gonna do it. It's either no paper or nothing. That's all we know. We don't see. Oh yeah, they getting hood marriages. We don't see those, so we don't even know those exist because we didn't even know that was an option. We didn't know that was on the table. Y'all say that, but nobody put that together. And I'm just saying because I didn't know. If you
Because
want to do that,
coming from a man's perspective, it's a whole lot of basically like, nah, nigga, whatever. I'm about to make sure I leave with something. Like, if you do this, we're doing it. But if it don't work, nigga, I'm leaving with something. Like, I don't
That's
give a
that
fuck.
nigga. So I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
but we gotta change that mindset because sometimes that it's not that. It's literally just because I want you to show the world and meet everybody that I'm gonna have your last name. I'm gonna be with you forever. You want me, I want you. Like sometimes it's deeper than that than just, nigga, do what you need to do then. You need to stay together. Keep your shit tight then. That's all
Well,
that mean.
that
That don't mean that just mean you gotta be on your shit.
that could be all good and grand and unified and be together type stuff. But let's say that doesn't work out. Like, say she's trying to put in all the effort, he's not putting in little effort, or vice versa. He's putting in the effort, she's not doing her part. And then it's like, you know what, we need to part ways. Now you have to go through divorce lawyers. You got to go through legal fees. And if you sign a prenup, then there's that issue. Or if you didn't sign a prenup, now you got to divide ends. Like,
All of this can be eliminated if y'all just really get to know each other first, really get to heal first,
but
really get to
can
see what's the dive in.
can
I
you
mean, you can't predict the
really?
future, but you can
But
predict
can
your
you
partner.
really know somebody
But
though? Like, you can be with
we're
somebody
getting
for
an
10.
understanding that you're my partner. It's
Okay,
deeper. We going through life together. That's what is deeper.
right,
That we going deep with this shit because two is better than one. So it's
right.
like I know shit ain't gonna be perfect. I know it's not gonna. It's gonna be up and down, round and round. Long as we can bounce with that shit at the end of the day, cool. If you gotta sleep on the couch, cool. Like if you gotta go on a week, away with your boys, cool. Or just all by yourself, cool. But that's just me. Because if it comes to that point, it's like at this point, it's deeper than that. It's like we're life partners. We're doing life together. We're gonna go through shit
Right.
together. That's when I say a marriage. We're not just the paper. I mean, but I can't speak for everyone. I'm just saying me. So
But
when I get married, that's my life partner. Like we're going to do life together. You know?
right, but even you can be with somebody for 10 plus years, but can you really truly know somebody?
No.
And exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Why
all
are we
that.
basing that off of a marriage? Of course we know you can't, because like we don't know life. Everything is up and down. We can't predict anything. So that thing shouldn't be on the like that shouldn't matter because we of course we know shit is gonna change. So don't make that a reason to get married. Because that's kind of like not fair. Because I don't know how you're gonna be in 10 years. We just need to know if we gonna have each other back in 10 years. If I'm fucking in a walker, are you gonna be down with me, bro? Like, shit like that. Because yeah, I'm not gonna know. I just need to know if you're gonna be there and be solid and like really like lock in with me. Like that's what I need. And niggas don't be wanting to make that commitment. Like I said, I've been in a relationship for 19 to 27, 26. Damn, I told my age. Um,
I mean,
but
technically, you didn't. You didn't say it. You
well,
just
yeah,
gave
but
us a
you
gap.
can kind of guess because niggas be FBI around this bitch. But anyways, it's like I gave him a chance. It's like, what more do you want from me? I can't give you I can't give you my soul. Like at this point, bro, like I don't trust you to do life with me, like, because you're just giving me what you know. But it's also experiences, so I don't know.
Indeed. Okay. Hey, look, I got a question.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cass.
Say today the government was like, okay, we're not doing no more marriage certificates. We're not recognizing that. That's something that the government doesn't want to deal with. It's extra stuff we don't have funding for right now. What could a man do to show you that commitment to equal up to that marriage?
I mean, just like Dub was saying, that hood marriage. If we have this conversation, right? Like, babe, look, fuck the government. I don't want the government, you know, and you come with the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You come like, let's make this wedding like how it is. We gonna invite our friends, cause you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we gonna do what we do. Cool.
I think that would be a really dope concept for our people, bro. If that was something that we start to do ourselves.
Yeah.
Like maybe if it's some kind of paper we sign with our family and the other people's family instead of just something that's recognized by the government, something that's recognized by these two families.
Yeah.
You know, and our friends and the people that witnessed it. You feel me? And the person that brought us together to minister or whatever. Like, I think that would be a dope concept. You feel me?
But like changing the concept of marriage would
Because
definitely.
that's where jumping the broom came from. We wasn't even allowed to get married.
True. Jumping the
Shit.
broom.
And once we
What
got,
happened to that?
you know, we
It still
Some
happens. It
people
still
still
happens.
do it.
Yeah.
We just didn't make you don't get married, and then.
You're right, because I think my auntie and uncle show did do that shit.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
See?
You feel me?
They be like, I'm rocking with you. Like, no.
But you know, in this state, like technically after like 5
5 years.
years,
Yep.
yeah, you don't technically need to be married because like legally speaking, you guys are what's it called? Just like state married?
Common law.
Yeah,
But
common law marriage.
how many people really do that?
I
Because
mean, 'cause
if
that's
that's the
fucked
case,
up.
a lot of people been
You
together
can't
for
just
10 years
say,
and
all
break
right,
up.
now y'all married. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
See?
long enough.
But
I mean,
it's like, why are you with
we're gonna do
somebody
it for
for
y'all.
that long, for 5
Right.
years,
And if you
and you
like
don't know if you want to get married? You
Yeah,
kind of fucked up, and
It's
that's
not
why.
it's not that you don't know if you want to get married, but you don't know what could have been happening within those 5 years. There might have been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of whole shit, a lot of shit that you might want to work on first before you actually get married.
right.
But it's like life is so precious, right? It's not, you know, it's like one of those things. Ups and downs is cool. That's life. That's what I'm saying. We gotta understand life is ups and downs. It's never gonna be perfect. Never. We're always gonna experience ups and downs forever. It's just you just gotta figure out who you want to do those ups and downs with. If you can you deal with the attitude? Can she cook? Can she clean? Is she clean? If all they account, then cool. Fuck it. You know, if we working together, 50, whatever it is in the household, and y'all can work it out, cool. Because at the end of the day, life is not gonna be perfect. You can't expect her to be the same bitch as she was when she was 26, when she's 46. Not gonna happen. Like, she was young then. Now she's old and wise. She want to chill, kick it. Me then, you know, I want to do
Okay,
different things. I want to
but
color. I want to relax. I want to massage. Like, you know,
but
I want to go out to eat.
would that not be selfish though? Because yeah, that's all of that is on her end. But what about on his end? Because y'all always say females mature faster than males. So what if he's like, I don't want to sit here and get married with the image of who you knew me as, all the fucked up shit that we went through and everything. I don't want to get married with that image. I realize a whole bunch of shit. I want to change. I want to do a lot of shit differently. Then boom, I want to come out with some fly shit and pop out with the marriage of this nigga that you know me as now, not of this nigga that you knew.
Becoming a husband.
What about his feelings and standpoint on that versus just how the woman feels?
So I feel like a man should know what he wants, if he wants to be with somebody for the rest of his life, and this is just it within a couple years, right? Because you shouldn't really be spending time with somebody 5, 6, 10 years with somebody and like, damn, I don't know. You didn't know, and then you didn't wasted 10 years, and you're gonna be fucking mad that you broke up with this person after 10 years, because that's most likely what's gonna happen if it's up and down, toxic, y'all breaking up there's the signs right there. We just gotta mature and understand the signs be there way in the beginning. We just don't take it because the pussy be that good or the head be that great. We ignore the signs, but we can do better by, hey, this is toxic, this is fucked up, so let me nip this in the bud. This is a year and this motherfucker don't do what I like and it's still toxic. I gotta go. We shouldn't wait that long because it's for what? You're gonna be 30. Just think about you and yourself. Why are you gonna waste? You could be finding your Nubian queen, living life, and have your, the money y'all making, and it's really, but you over here dealing with Kiki because the pussy good. Like, come on, we gotta start understanding the science early early. You should know. 3 years, what's up? Like, you want to be with this bitch this woman forever, or do you want to nip it in the bud? She's just about to be a friend, and you got to learn how to just heal, be by yourself, and know that there's other women because.
I'm gonna add to this. So say, y'all been together for like 3-4 years, right? Pops the question. Now you guys are engaged, but now your engagement is longer than the time y'all been together, but y'all still not married. So pretty much like, is it better just to be like, okay, I'm engaged, just so she can be like, okay, yeah, I finally popped the question. So now, like, you ain't got to ask me that type of stuff. Or is it just be like, you know what, let's just go to the courthouse, sign the paper, get married, boom.
Yeah, cause who was it? Walker, y'all got on Walker ass for how long that nigga was engaged.
You feel me?
Because it
And,
don't
J-
take that long.
and Jim,
Why does it take so
Jim
long? It takes y'all
Jones.
so long to
Oh no,
decide.
was it
It's like one
Jim?
foot
It
It
in,
was
was
one
Jim
Jim
foot out.
Jones,
Jones.
huh?
Yeah, Jim
And she
Jones, but
proposed to him
yeah, I
too.
was gonna say she ended up proposing to him, which
Mm-hmm.
is outrageous because
Yeah.
like what? But women do that and whatever, to each his own. But still, like,
Yeah, but a lot of
Okay,
women
boom,
would
man.
rather.
Okay, and her doing that, y'all saw the nigga reaction.
Yep.
So who's to blame in that situation? Him for not popping it when he felt like that, or her for trying to force a marriage when he felt like that?
it's both. It's not neither her or him. It's both of them. It's
Right.
both of their fault because she shouldn't have stayed with his ass that long, regardless of who he was. Jim Jones, Jim Bones. I don't give a damn who you are. She should have cared about herself. She should have made a name for herself, but she was so congruent. Like, so people, if you get stuck like that, like this is forcing shit, and it's
But
like
that's where
it's
he
never
made the
gonna work.
sacrifice and said, "Yeah, for her feelings."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause,
that's what happened. She put him before herself, and that's
but
not still gonna
that's where
work.
the conversation needs to be had because she was in a stage of her life where it's like, you know what, I want to get married,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
he was like, well, I'm not trying to get married, or at least not yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but bro, you almost 40. Like, if you ain't trying to get married, then move on with another woman that's not trying to
Get
get married.
married.
Okay.
But
But what if he wanted her?
then what took him
You,
so long then?
you said wanted
No,
her.
I said, what if he wants her though?
What if he wants her, but then he would have been like, okay, well, maybe I need to pop the question because that's what she wants.
Mm.
Yeah, like he shouldn't have took that long
I don't know.
to.
Some niggas just don't like that marriage
Yeah.
word. I don't know. Like,
hey,
me sitting
hey,
here
that's
trying to
that's the one.
force myself to make sense of it. I feel like I might be one of them niggas because I don't know that. I don't know.
But it's also too what men don't fail to realize. It gets forced to a point because why you just don't leave me then? You know how I feel about you. You're taking a lot of us be with y'all when we're young and in our prime and looking good. We can go find somebody else. It's harder for women to find another, you can produce. We want to make babies. We want to do things. It's certain limits and time ages and brackets. We
But
have
like,
a time limit. So if you
What
don't
is
want
it
to be
about the
with
marriage
somebody,
though?
huh?
Because if that's the case, let's just already say, all right, we're about to be together forever. I'll just get the ring when I get the ring. So,
What do you mean? No, I'm
so
just
like then so then like what so then what is it
no.
then?
Okay, if you say but are you just saying it? You can't just be saying shit and because that's gonna create now you lying.
Same shit with the ring. I could be putting it on there. Are you just saying it just to say it, or it's the same
That's
shit?
But that's
Like,
what
what is it
I'm saying.
about
You
the
have to
marriage?
do that. You need to men need to realize. Don't put the ring on if you don't. Don't be with me. Don't be just because it's easy
So
to
it's
get the bitch. She love
the
me.
ring. So
That's because
It's everything.
that's what.
It's the ring. It's the
that's my next.
commitment.
That was
It's
my next
everything.
question.
It's
Because
everything.
is the ring more important or is the marriage more important?
It's
Because
That's what I'm trying to figure
everything.
out, because we can sit here and say, all right, we're about to be together forever. We're doing this, but is it because y'all don't have the ring that you be like, nah, this is bullshit?
yeah, because
Because you're taking away. That's what I'm saying. Again, you're forgetting we're women. Just because you're a man, that we have different. We were born we grew up looking at princesses and weddings and shit. Y'all was looking at different shit. So we have a different mind. That's what we want. You can't let us pick one thing out of the whole our fantasy. Nigga, what do you mean? Like, this is our women's. It asks any woman who wants to get married now because men badger them or make them feel low, like they're not worth getting married. But realistically, when you would have asked them when they was 7, they would have wanted to get married when they grown up. So you can't sit here and make me pick something out of a
No,
fantasy that I've had since a
I'm
little girl, and
I'm
I'm
not.
just meeting you in my 20s, 30, or whatever, and we're trying to build together. But damn, nigga, you want me to give away
No,
my dream
I'm
because you
I'm
don't
not
want to get
I'm
married?
not making you pick, because I never said you're never gonna have a ring. I'm gonna get you the ring, but let's just say that we're married right now. We're doing this together forever. I'm still gonna get you the ring, but let's just say we're doing this now then. But like, so so that's the thing. Y'all need that y'all need that ring for it. Y'all don't give a fuck about that commitment of we're about to do this together forever. We're together. Nah, nigga, I want that ring.
It's
Then you can
right,
tell
but
me all that.
right, but
yeah.
don't think of it like that. That's what I'm saying. We've had this fantasy. You was looking at something
Nah,
different
a spade's a
growing up.
spade. You got to say what
We
it
watch
is.
all these princess movies, mermaid. Eventually, they got a prince and they got married. So it's like, no, you can't sit
Okay,
here and
so
say,
I'm not
"Oh,
gonna
well,
tell
it's
you
about the ring."
shit. I'm about to
The
pull
ring.
up with a big ass blunt and a bottle of Don, and I'm gonna hand you a big ass ring, and I'm gonna hand you a big ass ring, a big ass ring on the horse, and you better not complain about it because I gave you that big ass ring. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no.
Because if that's the case, then I could give you all the words and the commitment right now, and then give you that ring. But if the words and the commitment don't mean shit without the ring,
But
I'm about to pull up banging E40 with a bottle of Donna, give you that ring, smoking the blunt.
Yeah, if you do that, that's how you do it. Whatever, whatever floats your boat. Long as I can get the ring, get your last name,
Okay,
get
boom.
the
So
vibes of
that's the
being a
bottom
wife
line.
and
It's the
not just a
ring. It's
girlfriend.
the
like,
ring,
hey,
the whole shit.
that's cool.
but
Yeah.
You
but you know,
get your ring,
there, there
last name, we good.
but there are some women that don't really care for rings like that. They can
Yeah,
just
they
Yeah,
have
don't.
a
yeah.
wedding band and be like, okay, cool, we
Mm.
locked in,
Yeah.
boom. But
Speaking of the ring, look,
That's
I
still
got
a
some
ring.
facts. The
What a
ring,
man
it,
still a ring.
ring came from ancient cultures. It was supposed to be something that symbolized forever or eternity. You know, the shape of the circle.
oh, okay,
Feel me?
okay,
And I got some other facts for y'all also. Some numbers on marriage
okay.
and
Hit
this
us with it, guys.
idea of what's considered traditional as far as being a couple and being married, is almost dying because Gen Z and millennials, they say 85% of us do not feel like marriage is necessary to have a fulfilled and committed relationship, right? And then
What's the
another
percentage?
number,
85,
85.
85%.
Looking at another number that I didn't know this is from 1968 to 2018, people that's between the age of 25 and 34. In 1968, 81% of people lived together if they was a couple. You feel me? Nowadays, it's only half. Only 40% of couples between the age of 25 and 34 live together.
Wow,
So it's almost like the idea of traditional couples in marriage, like that shit is it's
it's
changing.
dying.
It's
It's
dying
dying a
on
little bit.
bro.
Yeah,
You know? That should make a nigga that almost is kind of sad. Like,
That should change too with a respect factor, because remember, a lot of the times with relationships, the mother or the father would be involved. Either you talk to the mother or you talk to the father, like, I like your daughter, woot woot woot.
yeah,
It got to a point where it's like, yeah, you give a fuck about what they say, yes or no. Like, is you fucking with me? Man, you can give it. I can get. I'm not in a relationship, and that's where
You know
we
what?
Oh,
fucked up by the
do y'all?
mindset. I'm
Why does
not
that
in a
remind me of that
relationship with
show,
them.
Parental Control from MTV? Y'all remember that
I
show?
remember that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that's pretty much what it is. Like, man, forget what they talking about. Like you can go on these days, but remember, you still with me. Like at the end of the day,
Maybe
type
it's time
shit. So,
for tradition to change. You feel me? Maybe it's
yeah,
time, maybe we're supposed to set the new
Yeah,
tradition.
because
because that's where
You
I
know?
was gonna say
we
shit.
fucked up, and we was wrong. As soon as we started saying and running with the mindset, oh, I'm not in a relationship with them. It's me and you. That's where we got wrong at. And I'm starting to
Mhm.
realize, nah. As soon as you get with this other person, you're in a relationship with what's attached for
Yeah.
them.
Before it wasn't just two people coming together; it was two families coming together.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
Now it might be two people and one of the families against the other family, or the two people against both families, or this
Yes.
shit is not
Ancient
equal no more.
tribes and royalty would do it to bring two nations together, depending on which two people was getting married. You bringing two whole warring tribes together, two warring nations together. This is a peace treaty. You feel me? So is the importance of it has died a lot, and also the things that you talk about around it has died down a lot. Because I doubt that people was talking about how important a ring is in the '60s. You feel me? It was just something that it was a natural thing that you were supposed to do.
Yeah,
You,
it wasn't
Well,
a
yeah, because I'm
conversation of
like
having to do
Cinderella
it.
wasn't in the '60s,
yeah.
so yeah,
Shit, you remember back in the day, motherfuckers used to be walking down the street, pass by the jewelry store, and just stare at the ring. Oh, I'm gonna get this for her one day.
Oh man, but see,
Oh,
that's when men were just like head over heels. Nowadays, you don't even
romantic.
know. Well,
hey,
but
but
see, not
I'm
but
gonna keep it real.
nowadays,
I'm not like that at all. On the dead homies,
How? I
romantic
never
is not
saw.
in my like.
repertoire.
I don't know how to do that shit.
hey, but you know, it's not for us to say that that's the way shit's supposed to be because a few generations down the line, your family chose who you married. Marriage
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
arranged, and then they changed that shit to I choose who I want to be with. So you know, shit could just be on another level. The transformation right now, we don't understand.
It's
Like, what if marriage got
always
with us?
evolving. It's
What if we the
always
last
changing.
generation of it?
Just with that, within that self, that just shows you right there. Shit is always changing. You can't even put your finger on it anymore. You don't know. So yeah, we just got to figure out if we're gonna lock in. I mean, nowadays we just got to adapt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not romantic, though.
not really.
So you don't like buy flowers. You don't send texts. I'm just asking like what.
Nah, like I could buy flowers. Um, I could do the, I could do the test. I could say nice shit and all that. But like when it comes to like all right, let's say boom, it's supposed to be a romantic night out. We're supposed to do the movies, go back to a room or whatever the fuck. I'm not the romantic type to know and be like, okay, I'm gonna set all this up for. Her. I'm gonna do it. I'm about to make that phone call. Hey, have this set up.
Mm-hmm.
Can I buy this? Can I pay for this? They're like, I'll pay for shit to get done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I be romantic. That's how I be romantic. I'll pay for shit to get done. But
Mm-hmm.
as far as like me doing something,
but
I don't. Mm-mm.
okay, but still, in a way, you are still being romantic,
Yeah.
even if you're not like
Hell yeah.
being hands on with
You
it.
definitely still get your points for that shit.
Absolutely, you can still get the credit because you're like, oh, you did all this for me. Oh yeah, like I paid these dudes to do this and that and third. Oh,
I
that was
love
so
that
sweet.
invitation.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You feel me?
my downfall, like let's say shit is tight. Let's say money is tight right
Yeah.
now. Oh, hey, hey,
We didn't do that.
we chilling. We chilling till I'm up.
Like we in the crib for the night. Like,
Shit,
There's nothing
we what in the
wrong with
crib?
that.
but
But are you born
I
with
think
it?
what he's saying is he doesn't know how to still improvise when it
Oh,
comes
right.
to
Okay.
not
Got it.
having
Got it.
money.
Okay.
Because again, money, you need money in order to make things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ain't got the money to make it happen, then it's like, okay, then we chilling for the rest of the night. So
Man,
and
A couple generations ago, cooking for somebody that was considered romantic. I remember the movies I
Mm-hmm.
watched growing up. They used to be like, "Yeah, girl, he cooked for me." Now it's like this nigga thought he was finna invite me over to his house to cook for him. To like,
There it is, right there.
Man, don't
But see, nah.
But you know why?
let you
Because
not make a
a lot
TikTok
of them
meal,
don't.
then it's raps.
Oh,
you know.
that I have another topic with that, but we gonna still stay on where we at right now with that.
Hey, and romance comes like in different forms, I guess. It depends on the person.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? Like I don't do flowers, but like I remember one time I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna give you no flowers, but I'm gonna give you this seed. Name this seed whatever you want, right? And it was some weed. I was like, I'm finna grow this for you, and you gonna
Hey,
smoke this motherfucker.
that could be romantic as
I'm gonna grow
hell
you a
too.
QP of some shit that you named. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna nurture it. I'm gonna bring it to life for you.
Oh,
You feel me? And I felt
See,
like that was the same shit. And somebody was like, nigga, you could have got some flowers and got her a QP.
nigga,
No,
y'all looking
I
at
like
that shit
that.
the
That's
wrong way,
different
nigga.
though.
You grew your own flowers and gave it to her, my nigga.
You
that's
feel
what I'm
me?
saying. Like,
Like, fuck it, you know, shit. Some people just, if you can make her laugh, they consider that romantic. Some girls, it depends on the venue, the spot.
you know,
He took me here. We had to get dressed up and all that. And I've learned that that's the thing. Women like to have a reason to put some
they
clothes on.
because they want to
You
get
feel me?
wine and dine and
Yeah,
shown off,
yeah, but look,
especially if they.
it fucks with the other thing they like, being spontaneous.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't just say, "Hey, we finna do this," and they always say, "I want you to just show up and be like, we finna do this," because then be like, "What I'm supposed to wear? Where we going?" It's like you look good already. Nah, I need to know what to put on.
But see, women do like spontaneous stuff like that, but
hmm
it has to be when they're like when they ain't doing nothing,
hmm
and when they have the dress or the clothes to be like, okay, yeah, you're gonna wear this, you're gonna wear that,
hmm
but they just can't be like oh, like you just randomly going somewhere. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh my goodness, judgy.
And you know, for like two people that just do fun stuff,
I'm
like what if since the
like, can we
beginning
just
y'all
be
been doing
adults
kids
tonight?
stuff? That might not be fun for y'all. Let's get up and go to this restaurant and get dressed up. Y'all might be sitting there like,
See, that's why
what's
you have to find that person that matches your fun,
you know?
because what you consider to be fun, they're not going to be like, well, I don't like doing that.
hmm
I like doing this instead. Then now you got to compromise
Yeah.
with that fun, with their fun, and now you're not really happy because it's like, oh, their fun is not really my kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But damn, you trying to have fun every night? Because I want to have fun, but I want to be inside too.
Indeed.
yeah, but see, that's where you have to find the balance of planning dates and going out.
Mm.
Whereas being inside and you can still have like an indoor date, like a house date, and
Mm.
still have fun.
Okay, look, I got a question. What's
Okay.
the importance of a date night, right?
Ooh.
As a couple, how do you have a date night if y'all been together all these years and y'all just go out all the time, right?
It's
How do you give me your advice? How would you separate we go out all the time from this is our date night?
Ooh.
oh,
Okay. So
That's a good one.
that is a good one.
because okay,
You probably spend
so
a little bit more
it's
money on date night.
no,
Yeah.
it's what we're doing. It's maybe the communication, like far as what we're doing mentally, physically, and emotionally,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Date nights are a little bit more intimate, a little bit more touchy feely. So if it's inside the house and we've been chilling all the time, switch it up. Do something inside the house. Do an outdoor, something outdoor. Go
Right.
out of town. Like if it's inside, if it's no money, literally buy some games, get some games, cook, have a specific thing. Like, oh babe, I want to make this broccoli and cheddar stew. I don't know, just like stuff like that because we like cute little stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you want me to cut up the broccoli? Like,
Mm.
Pretty much.
so
You got to set the mood for inside. Like
yeah.
put some candlelight, play some music.
You run
Like
me a bath with some roses from the 99-cent
oh,
store, you know,
Mm.
little
and
petals.
most importantly, no phones. Put your phone somewhere
No
else.
phones.
Keep it intimate with just you two. Talk,
Mm.
because that could still make the relationship fresh because it's like okay, people always be on their phones, especially on dates, and I
Mm.
think that's like the rudest thing you can do. So if you focusing on that person, no phone should be involved.
Indeed.
Definitely, that should be a rule.
Now, of course, if you're out and about, then yeah, and you still need your phone because anything could happen. But if you're indoor, you know nothing is going on, put your phone away.
Mm.
Put your phone away. It ain't got to be that serious. If like you on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and you're just like, oh look at this. This is like, no, put that away. It's me and you time. Cut the rest of the world out.
Indeed.
Put that down.
So,
Yeah,
that's
it sounds like y'all some romantic men out there. You be a G, but
Yeah.
you can still be romantic.
I had my romantic side, but can't really.
I mean, I was
What?
reading something because I'm about to interview somebody named Wiz. So my bad. I wasn't
Oh,
calling you Wiz. I'm texting him right now. So I'm just being a G. Chris, Chris, you see how it no. Chris, you so damn light skinned. I believe you. I
brown.
believe you're romantic,
I'm
okay?
brown
You give
skin. Get it right. Light skin would have been on some Chris Brown
I'm
shit,
shocked.
but. Hey, Cass, I believe you. Chocolate. You know what? Yeah,
This
I'm
nigga.
gonna say but no, I got a topic here because I think this is it's been going around lately. So I don't know if y'all know who Cooking with Kaya is, but she's been all over. She'll cook this amazing dinner or amazing getup, whatever. It looks good, and then she'll start, dancing, and then she'll start showing you what she cooked. A lot of women have been hating on her, especially women that have boyfriends that watch her cook.
Mm.
So my question to you is if we're watching a woman cook online, is that a threat to a relationship? Especially if she looks good. Do you think that's threatening to a
Started
relationship?
tapping like you want to say something.
I'm multitasking, my
Uh,
bad.
I'm like, this hit the nerve.
No,
You look like
see, that's one thing I don't even get the whole Cooking with Kaya thing. I just literally seen it because, but I can cook. So
right.
again, I don't shake it, especially for the free. So she can have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see I see the niche why people, but I really don't give a damn. I see people who are insecure about it is because they can't cook, and that's just real. A lot of women in this generation, they can't cook because
Mm.
they don't, they don't know how to get the real greens or just food and make up something themselves. Find whatever's in the kitchen and cook it. A lot of people don't know how to cook.
She'll say like, I can take your man with this meal. And it's like that's kind of like, oh, that do look good, but you had to say all that? Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they say a way through a man's heart is through his stomach, and if you know how to cook, yeah, because
Yeah.
a
But
man wants to come home to a
my thing with
good
that is
meal.
just because you said that on video was every man's supposed to find out where she live, go run to her, be like, you cook this meal online. I'm about to
Come on now.
like,
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
because in the same breath, if that's the case, if that's the mindset, because the meal is the way to every man's heart, why do they tag all these other thick ass females, these other females that be cooking? Oh, you could watch her. How come you don't watch her? How come you don't watch her? Well, what's the difference then? It's another fine ass woman cooking. Ain't that the same shit?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a female that was thick, and she cooked for her man's like a whole soul food plate, and then she commenced to
Clap
going,
her ass after.
yup,
I mean,
that's the way.
yeah,
Round of
Mm-hmm.
applause.
and so all y'all love that video, but this one's the issue.
Right.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like I think they're throwing or they're picking a fight with something that's like it's not that serious.
I I think it's starting to be like a clout kind of thing, but it probably did stem from a few women being upset. But yeah, that all has to do with insecurity. Because why are you going to be insecure for your man watching something? I don't know. I'm I don't care.
Yeah.
Like in
I
that
feel like
aspect
it's
of
just
like
part
of
of
another
the.
woman because I'm so confident in myself. It's just like,
As you should be.
Yeah.
why
It's just
would
part of the
she?
hate train because it's the same. It's the same females I would get mad at they do, even if it's not that cooking video. They just scrolling down the timeline and just like some shit or just follow some shit. It's gonna be the same fucking reaction. So it's just I don't know, just that hate train, that insecurity shit. That
Yep.
well, I don't want to say insecurity shit. I want to put that stamp on.
No, it's definitely insecure. It's giving insecure.
Oh yeah, because she's even getting death threats before.
For
So
real.
it's like, oh, bro,
Man,
oh God, she's gotten death threats. She got
that's
exposed. It's like the hate
Exposed
is
for what?
That bitch gonna be on
because of
Fake
who she
48
is.
great.
killing
Who is she?
fettuccine.
Okay, nothing. I'm not even gonna say that.
Yeah, but apparently, she, like they exposed like a whole sex tape with her. I'm like, bruh, that's
Oh shit.
wild. Just because she
Oh
cooking a
shit.
video and then she does a little dance afterward, that's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
wild.
said, it's the hate. The hate be strong sometimes. So,
This bitch made chicken Alfredo. They gonna air her shit
oh
out.
God, that's exactly what it is.
So
She can make
funny to
that.
me.
And,
Oh damn.
That's
That's
wild.
the funniest shit.
but I mean, she still be making her videos, so it's not like she's not really bothered by it. But
Because
yeah, just
if one of these bitches really find her and do something to this motherfucker for making the plate, I don't know. That's the
Fucked up.
they keep calling niggas crash out, but that would be queen crash out.
oh yeah,
Facts. Facts.
yeah, because should be wild.
She made filet mignon.
Exactly.
About to stick it.
But yes, I gotta tap in on my next interview.
You better be careful
I
when you don't make no chicken Alfredo. They gonna air your shit.
Right. Or do a little
Oh,
dance afterwards.
listen, y'all. I promise you, I'm not that kind of woman. I don't like popping it, especially for free. So yeah, and I'm moving away from that. That y'all know.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
trying to definitely get out of that. So yeah,
No,
no,
you've
I'm
been in your
definitely not
bag, so
doing
we proud
it
of you.
for the free for sure. You know. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, we proud of you for that. So
But yeah. So I
yeah.
ain't popping nothing. They ain't gotta worry about me showing my ass, cause yeah, I don't care about the views that bad. I know how I look. I know you gotta come pay to see it. Is you know type shit. So yeah,
yeah.
that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm more upset, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say before I go, because I appreciate y'all. More upset, like why don't the real shit be going viral?
As far
Like like the
as
important shit, like me for example. And like we be putting out some real shit. No, for real. In the interviews that I be doing, like all my interviewees and just G.Talk, we be talking about some real good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's longer than a little ass pop. So y'all might, tighten up, show some stomach or something.
Well, that's why I'm in the gym. So I mean, just give
So
me
y'all
like
got
another
it,
2 months.
cause
She put me on the blade, bro. That's crazy. Like, go ahead, show some ass.
Yeah, that's
show some
fucked up.
Man,
Talk your chest, so I
you
can get
start
these views.
selling niggas off.
That's
I'm just
fucked up.
playing, y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. It's always going to fuck up. I hate that I have to end it though.
Yes,
Nah,
indeed.
yeah, but
Yeah,
this
right.
was a good one.
Yeah, that.
Very good G-Talk for sure.
I can't say regular no more. I always have to put
You
that
hear
after
that?
Yeah,
it.
that.
You,
Come on. That motherfucker just play, it just flow off the tongue nice.
Yes, definitely. Well, I appreciate y'all. Cass, Chris, Dub, Chris,
indeed.
Cass, Chris, Dub. Had to, my kings. Thank you so much. You always show out for
Yes.
your girl.
Appreciate it
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Those who grow with me is gonna show with me. I promise you, I'm taking y'all to the top with me.
all the
So,
time.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
riding.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Like we riding.
Good night.
Indeed. Yeah. Have a good night.
Peace out. Indeed.
Let that money talk.